Hello, dear, hello, dear students. Today's topic that I'm going to discuss with you is value chain. So, we will discuss what value chain is, what are the components of value chain, and what are the steps that we can conduct value chain analysis. So, first of all, I want to tell you that today's topic is based on the article uh, published in Harvard Business Review by Tim Stravinsky, and this was published on 3rd December 2020. So, dear students, successful business create value with each transaction for their customers in the form of satisfaction, and for themselves and for their stakeholders in the form of profit. And companies that create greater value with each sale are better positioned to profit than those that produce less value. So to evaluate how much value your company is creating, it's critical to understand its value chain. But we will discuss and hope you all will understand after today's discussion. So value chain is, let me share the slide with you. Yes. So value chain is the various business activities and processes involved in creating a product or performing a service. So hope you all are with me. The term value chain refers to what? The term value chain refers to the business activities and the processes that are involved in creating a product or producing a service. So value chain consists of what? Value chain consists of multiple stages of product or service life cycle, including research and development, including sales, and including everything in between. So हमने वैल्यू चेन के बारे में क्या देखा कि वैल्यू चेन की डिफरेंट कंपोनेंट्स हैं. वैल्यू चेन कंसिस्ट ऑफ मल्टीपल स्टेजेस ऑफ प्रोडक्ट और सर्विसेज लाइफ साइकिल, जिसमें हमने कहा कि it includes research and development, it includes sales. So from research and development to sales, everything in between, right? And this concept, let me tell you another thing. The concept was conceived by a Harvard Business School professor, Michael Porter. Michael Porter is a famous name of management. He is also called management guru. He introduced this concept in his book, The Competitive Advantage: Creating and Sustaining Superior Performance. So while we're taking stock of the processes that comprise your company's value chain, can help you gain insight into what goes into each transaction. By maximizing the value created at each point in the chain, your company can be better positioned to share more value with customers while capturing greater share for itself. So now let's discuss the uh, components of value chain. I will also share the picture with you in the next slide. So there are two categories broadly, which are components of the value chain. One is primary activities, and second is secondary activities or support activities. So with the primary activities, there are some support activities, secondary activities. Let's go to the slide. So if we talk about primary activities, so primary activities, as you can see in the slide, there are five components. There are five things in the value chain. One is inbound logistics, right? One is operations, outbound logistics, marketing and sales, after sales services. These are all components. So primary activities are what? Primary activities that go directly into the creation of product or the execution of service. So what are the things that are included in this primary activities? As I earlier mentioned on the slide, that primary activities include inbound logistics. Inbound logistics is what? Activities related to what? Receiving, warehousing, and inventory management. And operations includes what? Processes involved in raw materials and components into finished products, right? So outbound logistics, distribution, outbound, as by name you can understand, first is inbound, that you're receiving, warehousing, and inventory management. Second step is operations, processes involved in turning raw materials and components into the finished products. And after when your finished product is ready, outbound logistic is distribution, including packaging, sorting, and shipping. So you're preparing thing, you're receiving thing, you're preparing thing, and you're outbounding it, you're shipping it. उसके बाद कौन सा स्टेप आता है? The next is marketing and sales, promotion, advertising, and pricing strategy. After sales service includes installation, training, quality assurance, repair, and customer service. Right. And now, what are the secondary activities? Secondary activities are procurement, which are in support of these primary activities for the furnishment of the final product. Procurement, technological development, human resource management, infrastructure. So procurement is the sourcing of raw materials, components, equipment, and services. Technological support, your technological development, research and development, including product design, market research, and process development. Human resource management, the people you need for that, right? So recruitment, hiring, training, development, retention of people, compensation of employees, and infrastructure, the last but important factor, company overhead and management, including financing and planning. Of course, I mentioned it at the last, but it was the most important factor, infrastructure. So now let's talk about, so this was about the components of the value chain. In the next session, we will discuss the value chain analysis, what value chain analysis is, and how to conduct value chain analysis. So I just stopped sharing this slide. So as I told you in the next lecture, in the next session, we will discuss value chain analysis and how to conduct that value chain analysis. Thank you.